Hello everybody, Glitch Reaper here, aka the original card game for the win, and got something very specially timed here. I kind of really found out that this Midweek Magic format is one of my favorites, and turns out that my achievement for getting a Weekly Warrior is going to be finishing off on a Momir match, so this is going to be interesting, and I'm just going to go ahead and record and go forward with this because uh, well, Momir here. It's kind of a one of those things that kind of like alchemy is heavily digital because it does something very wacky that is very hard to represent on cards. Although I suppose you could have predetermined pool or something to draw from. Uh, I mean the whole random creature thing is just it's just so fun and ridiculous. You just got to go with it. Okay, let me see what do I got to spare here. Okay. So, I'll do my thing. I'll start up and we'll see how it goes. Okay, if I get a random dinosaur, this is going to be interesting. Uh, I have a spare different mountain, so I could go with that being. Oh, well, there's not going to be any of those around. Okay, so let's power up and see how this one goes. I will. Uh, I'll toss this extra mountain because it has an art that I've got extra there. I've got Big Spender. Well, I could get an extra treasure and then do a bigger round than normal early on. Yeah, that works for me. Okay, so that accelerates my progress a bit. So thank you for the pump. Sure, I only get it once, but hey. Well, okay. Now I have a bit more. And now this mountain's the one that has the extra art. So let's see here. Ooh, nice. Okay. Trade route envoy. All the way from Tarkir Dragonstorm. Okay. If I could just get a random dinosaur, that would be nice. Well, we're going to have an opposition here. You never know when a green ability comes in, so I'm going to do this. I guess I'm doing 4 twice in a row now that I burned my treasure. Well, this is an extra small part, so let's see here. Okay, that's not gonna happen. I need to break that line. Okay, I got those two canceled out. Okay. Okay, now we're getting into the plus fives. Okay. Let's see what you got. I'm tossing that bonus for us. That should be okay now. Ave. Okay. That's very interesting that Ave comes up. Because you only really get that its abilities to work out if it's cast. So that's just classic MTG Momir humor. Like, oh, randomly, oh, its extra effect is useless because you're doing it just as a generated token. Okay. Well, we're both hyping it up to 6. Okay. Yeah, for variety, I'll put this one out as the next one or something. Okay. Sphinx of Magosi. This could get wild. Draw a card and put a +1/+1 counter on it. You're actually from... Oh my god. You're from Pioneer Masters, really? Ooh. I don't know if they realize the implications of that. I mean, hey, if I have to attack, I've got a bigger flyer than they do. And this thing has trample, so they're gonna kind of get struck there. It's got to get bigger from there, so... Because this thing being able to counter up... Unless they randomly get something they really need reach or flying right now, or they're gonna just get themselves hit harder. Well, I can kill one of their reachers. So that'll make things interesting. Okay. They did get Kinrith. I I kind of neglected him for a moment. Big problem. Oh, I can do it twice now. You just, I know it's going to be like an eggs in the basket thing, but hey, they the ones who wanted me to keep attacking. So, it's on them. Well, sort of. It was random, so, you know. It's just, this is going to be kind of funny in a moment. I have one creature to block with, though, so this, I don't think it's going to turn out very well, because Kinrith can do stuff. So I don't think I'm going to be able to sufficiently block because that thing kept everything attacking. But this was narrow because I just got one more turn, they would get absolutely nailed. Although, that thing still being a breacher is going to be a thing. But yeah. Thing from the deep? Oh my gosh! Is that even a thing we could collect? Like, is this another time where they're previewing cards again? Now I'm curious. I'm very, very curious. Is that a possible thing? Because I know they added some things that were previously only in Momir. Okay, so I'm gonna do a advanced search. Uh, well, what do you know? It does exist here. I did not know that was a possible card. Well, they're again previewing things in this apparently, so okay. Although is this is because of the pre-update, so ignore this for a moment. But no, it's going to be here very soon because this is part of the pre-update from the upcoming Strixhaven set because they do that now on Arena where they kind of preload the cards without them actually being fully accessible, so you can kind of look at them initially. So we've got some things in Secrets of Strixhaven that's kind of just showing up here. But this, oh my gosh! I mean, it's big and blue. I'll give it that, but it's one of those that these days just isn't the big deal it used to be. I mean, come on. It's just okay. And that's the only thing that was that. Okay, okay. I was just okay. I'm gonna go back into the thing because I'm just going here for a little while, and we will see what we will see because maybe something else interesting will show up that just surprises me out of things that they may or may not be just kind of showing up here. Uh, did I forget that they did like a collection and that was part of it? I mean, it could have been. I must be forgetting one. Oh, and pose with your book, Abigail. You may have winded yourself. You got any further poses? Cause I'm always curious about that. Likely just how much, because they seem to have slacked off with their ability to give a whole bunch of actions to your companions, which is kind of disappointing in a way. Ooh, wait. That's not gonna happen, but at least it's a 2-1. Oh, we both got birds. Bird is the word. Bird is the word. Bird is the word. Okay. I just have so many spare mountains right now. This is kind of funny. Like, what's up with the extra mountains this round? Well, that came in handy for a boost, so I accept it. Let's select. There you go. A Yoshin Medic. Okay. Hey, nice, nice. I like the celebration, Abigail. The thing is, your companions will also have like certain things they do in response to certain things, and I like that. That's a good touch. I have an overly abundant set of mountains right now. Uh, or do I? I mean that's an extra art. That's a different mountain than those mountains, so it's okay. That one, on the other hand, is going to be a bit of a different story. Because I'm going to have to remember that they've got that one out. The Archon of Absolution's been a while since I've dealt with that. And that's protection from white, so it can just keep blocking. Well, they lucked out on a bit of extra life gain. Okay, I am going to need... I'm going to need something for a while before I can actually do things, but I need something bigger to crash through that. Let's actually do 4, though, so I can at least get some extra life. The overabundance of mountains is absolutely hilarious. Yeah, give me a little extra life there. It's been a while since I've dealt with an Archon Absolution. Oh, gosh. Archons. Oh, dear. I really just do like Abigail. I mean, I she just has... It, I mean, bird is the word moment here for both of them, admittedly, but yeah. Okay, this is an interesting revelation. Okay, anybody hazard a guess that, okay, anybody want to hazard a guess about the fact that, apparently Momir can pull cards from slightly future sets as long as they're loaded into the game. So this whole previews of Strixhaven thing, that just happened. Oh, the Brontodon. That thing's havoc no matter what, and here it is. I mean, unless I somehow got a kill card, I can think of one. Maybe two. Hmm. I'm gonna try for 5. They're gonna get it this turn because, well, for one thing, that thing is absurd. I mean, Rampaging Brawn, whenever it attacks, is +1/+1 till end of turn for each land you control in a Momir match, and it has trample. This thing's gonna get a hilarious amount of power and toughness. Like, if I block with everything, it's gonna mean nothing. Okay. Exactly. Like, yeah, if it's a 15/15, come on. Do I even have that much toughness? Let me see. 5, 8, 11, 12. I could block with everything, and it's not gonna get it because if I also got like 2 flyers going there, I only get like 1 point back for that. Now that thing, it would have been kind of funny. But now I know it can do it from preloaded cards, or I mean, I think that's the best term for that. Preloaded or pre-programmed cards from the next set. Preloaded cards, pre semi previews because we know they're gonna be. We know they're gonna be there. It's just it's not like too much of a preview. Okay. Well, I could do something kind of fun. Okay. If we're doing this, I am wondering, can I do a 0? Because I might throw out a 0. I can only do that action once a turn, though, so... I have a Pegasus in my way. I will pay 1. This thing is just gonna run amok. Like, this could be my first win on this exact run, because that is gonna run amok so easy. Although now they got a spare merfolk. So that might not be able to climb as much if they... I was gonna say if they don't block. If they don't attack, because then it might be too much, but they did it. Okay, so... I'm gonna put this one out. I'm going to pay 2. And let me see here. Do I want to discard the extra planes? Is that one? Okay. Okay, you will be sacrificed so that you gain haste. Oh gosh, this is gonna be an interesting one. This is not how I normally do a Momir match. Okay, you just have some food over there. The Tempest color. Speaking of food, I'll just have some munchies here. Okay, at least now we have all the colors. Okay. I guess that one. That's gonna be very weird. Okay. Hmm. They had a miracle on that one. uh, but I'm still ahead, so that'll help. 12 boons of this one. That's so bizarre. Okay. I'm fine as it is with the other thing out. I don't worry. So. Okay. So we're going big right now, rather than big with that guy. But that's okay. That's extremely bizarre. Now, will they get super lucky and get something with that can possibly get them out of this? Because this is a heavy luck-based format. But it's also a lot funner than other serious luck-based things. Oh. This could get mutual. Not the way I thought. Okay. Well, speaking of getting lucky, to explain that one real quick, Belligerent Brontodon, each creature you control assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power, and this had a toughness of 2. So suddenly, bonk, they had 2 left, that was it. So there goes that one. And I have to get to the last stage of this to get my rewards, all of them. Because the way it goes is whenever you're doing, I got some spare gems. Okay, that'll be progress towards something later. But as I was going to say, to be able to actually get points towards your achievement for a number of Midweek Magics you've done, you have to go all the way to stage 3 and win it. So you have to get to your mystery cosmetic. So that's 1 out of 3 that I needed. And oh my gosh, that ending was hilarious. It's like, okay, you got one of my flyers. Oh, the other one now has enough ability to hit you to knock you out the rest of the way. Okay. Oh. You can eat the pizzas, by the way. Ooh. I will... Well, that's kind of somewhat unfortunate in this format. Mm-hmm. They get a bonus land. Although I'll be able to overwhelm that at some point, but that's going to be a bit of a wall for a while. Okay. Okay, let me get in all my colors at least. I suppose I'll get rid of that island. Oh, that was something different I thought it was. Okay. It has Unearth, but it's a token, so that's not going to work. Okay, so we're a little, hexproof from blue. Gain 1 life. Oh, that's gonna be handy around here. I still don't have the ability to fully attack him out right now. Let me eat a pizza. All the pizzas, please. Gotta kind of aim carefully for these, too. They have more than one party member? Okay. Creature gets... Well, ramming speed. There goes their pseudo wall. One of them, anyhow. So they take down that thing, though. I think it's a 2-5. Is that? Oh, speaking of 2-5. Oh, something's gonna go poof now. At least this thing has hexproof from blue. Something else is just gonna poof. Okay, so I won't be able to keep pumping that thing every turn for a while. Oh well, okay. Well, now we're getting to the 5s, so let's run that with this here. Well, you've got a mill. Okay. I just don't have the power to break the line right now. Yet. But that, however, will be able to come in handy, because I'll be able to penetrate the line with this thing's other ability. Okay, that's going to come in handy. Let me just activate that preemptively. I'll slap down another green. Okay. And pop that plains. Codis? Okay. I mean, you're not the version that I think of the most, but... one more creatures you control enter. One more. That's not gonna happen on this. But at least he's a 3/3. Oh, crud. Armagon is coming through. This thing really is just a formation breaker. Because 3 creatures for coming in. I mean, that's rather heavy. Let's at least crack that, shall we? Okay, luck has definitely returned to my opponent's side. But I'm getting up to the 7s here. So we're going to get some pretty big things. I want to burn you out of my way. Yeah, now I don't have a flyer opposing me. Okay. I'm gonna get rid of that dinosaur. It got me, but at the same time, again, there'll be another chance. Just keep playing this format until you win, basically, because it's all luck. It'll go your way eventually. I mean, I've already got one. If only I'd gotten one of those quests today that was about attacking. I know I got the kills thing, and that's got to be adding up. At least I think I got the kills one. So I'm going to have to check in between. We'll see. Oh, I guess spare 4 is to go. Okay, because you're the art I've already got on the field. Also not going to be useful at this time. Because tokens going poof is not going to lead to anything that's a face down. Okay. Oh, come on. Yeah, that is definitely not a good one for this format. Oh, ouch. Getting a lot of planes this time. Bushido. Been a while. Okay, let me just, oh. Might have a saddling situation. Okay. Well. Koda Bushido? Hua! By the Koda Bushido, we go together. Hmm. That could be randomly problematic. Okay. But now we're to the 5s, so things are going to get interesting here. I'm going to pop this planes. Okay, you just gave me a okay. That was the you okay. I'm gonna be smashing through things in the following turns. Territorial marrow. Oh, and this is all about the basic land. So okay, Okay, okay. Okay, so now we're gonna be going up to 6. I do like to keep escalating on this. It'd be a while before you finally. Oh, I get a burn a bit here. Okay, they do have the ability to take out that thing, but they're gonna have to sack a lot. Are you gonna sacrifice that many creatures to take it down? Nope. It's just gonna be a bit of a formation breaker for a while. Okay. I accept that. Burning Rune Demon. I am giving you a forest. Speaking of forests. Okay, Beladros Witherbloom. Bye, little guy. I have received a pest. I mean, I could use that ability in a certain way, but I mean, come on. Oh, that's a problem. Do I wanna? Just some of my spares. This went in an interesting direction. Didn't have enough flying and reach to deal with that, because they just got too many flyers. I mean, I could block with Wither Bloop at least once. Maybe, as long as they don't get like another hasty flyer, I might be able to. Let's see if I can pull a rabbit out of my hat here. Void Beckner. That might be a bit of an issue. Okay. Let me see, how much do I even have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11. Got 15. Dare I? Let's see what I can even find in 15, because I am curious. Shadow of Mortality. Okay. Pretty sure there's at least one that's 16, actually. Is there any above that? Oh, this is getting wild. Okay. Well, Krang, that's one way to get them pumped up. They can just barely take out my World Sire. Okay. Let's see. Will I be able to hit it? Because I think there is one that's 16. I don't know if there's anything above that. Oh, this only goes up to 15 now. Okay, I thought one was... I really thought one was like... Well, actually... Let's just go all out. Let's armify this and see if it goes, because they could easily have just like flown past me and did stuff. So just to make sure that I at least try here. Okay. Just couldn't get it quite close enough this time. It's only going up to 15. I could have sworn there was one that had a mana value of 16. I guess not. I got the kills trade. I mean, the kills quest for today, so okay. Okay, what am I think? Okay. It may not be 16. I don't think it jumps, so I think it's going as high as 15 now. But that was a unique situation where I could actually pull off going past it, so that was interesting to research. Okay. I am going to toss this plains. Neither of those traits would actually really work out, but at least it's helpful. Then again, an ability maybe. Ability maybe, actually. So that's theoretically possible. Okay, which one do I want to toss? Other spare planes? Okay, that's gonna be handy. As long as I keep that thing around, that's gonna be handy. Okay, you really, really want me to do something with the planes. So, okay, there we go. It's not like I'm gonna have a giant growth here. I mean, what were you expecting? I mean, this format doesn't have instants and sorceries usually. Except it's got extra special versions. Feeling the pose coming on. Ooh. That could hit later. I'm feeling the blue. Holy moly! I got conjured cards. I got conjured cards. I have conjured cards. Hexproof. Okay, I'm going to have to time that specially. So until then, I'll just kind of carry on. That's useless to him, but this one... I mean, you could do it. Are you going to? Ah, you did. Okay. But... How much is that really going to help you? Oh, that is a big reacher. Hmm. Gonna go ahead and do it. Oh, that's gonna be very useful. Okay. That thing has just too much. Well, I'm not gonna be able to break through it yet. But now that I can play lands from my graveyard, oh, this really ups things. I mean, that is good for this format. Dear goodness, thank you, Ancient Green Warden. Yeah, they only had one swamp. Okay. So in that case, just in case I have the thing. 2, 3. I am going to pay 7. Well, that was not exactly what I was looking for. But now I got something to take that flyer. Well, kind of. I still have to deal with that. That thing's gonna be tough to take down because that's a big honking tree. But I can tap it out if I need to, actually. I don't have. Well, I think I can take that out actually. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use this. It's good to still have some backup. I'll hold you back actually. Oh. Oh, they couldn't take it. I could tokens you control have Death Touch from this demon. Bone Karen Butcher, thank you for giving me the win on that one. Because they were going to get massively nailed. Okay, I'm definitely going until I get my third one. Because this is what I came here for. Can I do it on the next round, though, is a good question. Double gems. Okay, that's a boost towards my next, like, major gym thing. Whatever it turns out to be. Probably getting the mastery pass for the next one at some point. It seems to be how it's kind of done now. Is you pay 3,400 gems and you get your mastery pass. I'm gonna start a little different this time. Instead of starting out forest, I'm starting mountain because it gave me a spare mountain. So could come in handy maybe. We'll see. Well, they give you a spare forest. But I'll have to remember it's up to 15 now. So if I get another citizen, I might be able to do a thing. They got Wall of Blossoms. Okay, that's an interesting shot, I'll admit. Okay, I am going to toss a spare swamp. Okay. Well, she's absurd in this format. I wasn't even thinking of Rosie Cotton and her special effect in this, like, synergizing so hardcore. Uh, that is just nuts. Speaking of just nuts, his thing's not going to really get up for him there, but this is going to be very fascinating. Okay. I am pairing up a swamp. I'm tossing that one. Tenured Ink Caster is also going to be wacky combined with her. I mean, I could have given her a +1/+1 too. In fact, I could do that with Rosie Cotton there. It's just just kind of zip that backfield away. Although double strike on that thing's gonna be a problem. Okay, vivid and random colors is just crazy. I don't have blue yet. I suppose I can pop an extra mountain. And this is what you're here for, dog. Hold the line. Yes. Yes, you got it. Oh, this is gonna be a wild one. Okay. That just happened. Okay. Uh, actually, how about I pay 3 and nibble? Well, then again, no, I don't really need to yet. Okay. That thing was gonna just keep getting bigger. That thing just keeps getting larger and larger more times you've attacked in the game. So that would have been just an absolute formation breaker on its own. Not to mention just basically a battering ram. Okay, and there's number 3. So, yep. See, when you claim that, there you go. I got a staff for Saved by the Shell because I love being a turtle. Okay, okay. That's a good one to go off on. Oh my gosh, I finally got it. I wasn't able to do every last one, so it's just good that I finally got it. And I got it on a Momir match. Okay, Sparky's thinking about the cards with this one. And I get Weekly Warrior. Wait a moment. I don't remember Sparky being... was there another one I got along the way? Oh, it's this thing. Okay, I got the critical number of these with Weekly Warrior. So I got 2 thresholds at the same time. Sweet. Okay, Thinking Sparky. And I got my Weekly Warrior title that I can choose to use whenever I'd like, which would be kind of good to use during Weekly Warrior, actually. You just swap it up for a moment and say, hey, this is what we do. So that it was a good run. Uh, so, because that went so incredibly well, I think that's a good point for me to kind of head off on this one. And it was pretty good. Now, I am curious about something. If they're doing some things that I'm not so sure of. I mean, maybe there's some other things that I'm missing. There's some lands and stuff that I'm really hoping to get a hold of at some point. So it'd be beautiful if they just showed up. Not seeing anything that wasn't there yet. No, okay. Trying to see if they snuck anything else in. Because that one creature kind of just popped out of nowhere. Not seeing it quite yet. But it would be something kind of just popping around here out of things. I do have a good number of wild cards ready for this, though, because I've got like 9 rare and 9 mythic. Oh gosh, that's going to be very handy for finishing off a few things. Uh-huh. Oh, it's interesting they're adding a new subtype that I was wondering why they hadn't before. It's called book. Because a lot of artifacts are books. So, finally. Okay. Although why Pager doesn't also count. I mean, she's a page, so I guess she wouldn't be a complete book. But hey, book. Just saying that's upcoming and something they should have added as a subtype for a long time. Let me see here. Jar. Okay, I'm not seeing anything that they snuck in otherwise, and land and artifact be my 2 biggest ones I'd be looking for. I'm not seeing anything sneaky. Not yet. I've seen some things that I know I'm going to be getting later. But I'm not seeing anything that they've just snuck through. Nope. nothing else seems to be ultra sneaky here. So far, what they've got into Momir here is that, well, wait. I haven't checked all the categories. That would be very interesting. So let me try something a bit different. Are there any sneaky legends that they may have popped in? Hmm? Any legendaries I don't recognize as having been here before? Not so far. Not so far. No. But I am curious about a lot of things. But not seeing anything that's really snuck through. Because I've done a lot of the major categories. So maybe it was just a few miscellaneous creatures that weren't really legendary. They just popped through. I'm not entirely sure. But maybe, just maybe, I'll find something that is just... Hmm. Not seeing anything popping out of me that says that they were getting some of these snuck in at least. Some other things that, yeah, I mean, reminders of stuff I need to collect, yeah, but, nothing's really jumping out as ones that I wasn't already aware of. Hmm. Still not seeing anything that looks like they're being extra sneaky. Just the ones I was pretty sure of. Whoop, that zipped by a little fast. I double touched. Uh, that could be a little bit of a problem sometimes when you're trying to look for something specifically. Uh, hmm. Okay, anybody looking suspicious around here? Anyone looks like it's something that I hadn't seen around here before that may have just popped in? Hmm? Anybody popping up? Hello? Any of you looking out of place? I'm not seeing any right now, but you never know. Hence why I'm looking. Well, that's got to be the end because I've got colorless. There's the CODIS that popped up before. Okay, but that kind of says I've reached the end here, and I'm not seeing anything that's looking like it's one that's out of place that I wasn't already at least aware of. Okay, so that and me not thinking of anything else major that they could have snuck in. I guess I'll be signing off. So have a good day out there, everybody. I hope to hear from you later. And remember, MTG forever.